Hello there, you handsome devils! I'm going to talk some more about GnarLog. Since I've been busy finishing it and with school and everything, it's already past DCC that I'm recording this, so actually everything is done, no work in progress anymore. But I thought, like, let's explain some stuff, shall we? Let's start with Mr. Boomerang. This turned out really nice. I don't know how far I've told you last time, so this was going to be like a little bit of cutting because I don't know what I've told already. So to start off, then I put on a bit of wood glue in between because it needed to stick down because of the sanding. Everything just put up and everything. Does that make sense? Then I used some wood filler or wall filler. It's white and it's, you can get it at Action. And I just covered it entirely. And then I carved out the wood texture, which is pretty cool. And actually ended up looking really awesome. After that, I've been covering it in a lot of wood glue to get it nice and strong. And I've painted it. A lot of paint, and then glazing and a little piece of fabric which I painted too. It was basis color was red, dark red, and then I put it in some highlights. So that's about it. Next off, I've already practiced in, but this is the GnarLog, the canine teeth. I don't know. I saw a translation once, but these are GnarLog's teeth. I've painted them meanwhile. I have footage of that. What? And it broke off once, so I had to repair that. And for some reason it turned out yellow on the inside, like orange. And I have no idea how. So it looks weird, but it doesn't, the color doesn't come off or anything. But it turned out yellow, and I don't smoke or anything. So yeah, it's a mystery for all of us. Or maybe you do know, but like, I don't know. So that's it for the teeth. And then I have some nice nails, which I made in a hurry because I didn't know I wanted to have nails. But like, I had the whole costume on and I was like, my hands, they are so plain. So I made huge ass big nails. These are they, damn, whatever. So what I just did is I glued them on my own nails and then I've just painted over them. And that's why one hand is less pretty than the other hand. But I figured, like, if I have the wrong hand on my right hand, I would always wear, like, I will always have the boomerang in my right hand. So it's farthest away from the camera because you don't like this. So like, nice nails, pretty, that's nice nails. So it wouldn't even matter. So that's why there wasn't a problem. And they looked really cool. What I did was I put on the nails and then I just dabbed some face paint on it in the color orange, so it looked more like a claw. And I just did the fingers because this is really awkward to tell, but like, I had a cold like for a week and I did it close to DCC making nails. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to DCC and my nose is running. And so I have the habit of when my nose is running just doing like this. So I was like, if I do that with my orange hand, then I would have orange here on my face. So that's why I just did the fingers. So when I did this, it wouldn't happen. The only thing that happened was like the reddish, the brown thing of my nose, like the GnarLog nose. It went on my hand. Well, at the end of the day, I didn't have this thing anymore and nose. Well, haha. Do you actually want a tutorial on how I did my GnarLog makeup? Because I'm not sure if people watch them, since I never get comments. I'm lonely. No, just kidding. I love interaction though, so if you are like watching this and you're like, oh my god, it was so awesome, please tell me, because it's fun to hear. I don't even mind, I just love talking to my camera, you know, but I would love to do stuff that you want to see, like, if that makes sense. More Gnar. I've of course finished the onesie, and it's inside out. So, what's new to this? I just did all the details. This is funny, like, you have this detail here. It's really hard to see, but like this vertical lines. What I did is I had a rectangle of fabric, and I marked every 3 centimeters, like vertically, and I just sewed them with the color purple. So that makes that effect. And then I just sew them in, like, nice and snug and everything. So, which is nice. And of course, I made a tail. So, how I made a tail, I use a tutorial. Just search for a dino tail, and then you find a nice tutorial about how to make it. And I made this in 4 parts, like 1 seam, 2 seam, 3 seam, 4 seam. And yeah, I just, it's so nice, stroke this thing, what the fuck. Anyhow, what I did was I took the pattern and just cut it in half, because less than the half, because the top part had to be bigger than the underneath. So that's what I did, and just sewing it all together. It's just common logic, I think. If you wanted 2 colors, just split the pattern and you have 2 colors. So, and the horns, they I made them just flat, and then sew them, turn them inside out, and stuff them with some stuffing. And these all full of stuffing, so there was a lot of stuffing. And everything was sewed on by hand, unlike the details, because my sewing machine can't handle more than 4 layers of fleece, which wasn't nice. So I have a lot of time in here making these by hand. Well, this I could do underneath the sewing machine, but like sewing them on was like handwork. Same for the head part, which also is new. I made holes here for the ears, because I was like, okay, I'm going to sew down the ears right onto the hoodie, but that didn't work because it's cardboard. The ears are cardboard, so I couldn't really sew through it. So what I did then, I sewed the ears to the wig, and like at the points, so I could put them over my own ear. And what I did on the back, I cut out something in the shape of my ear, like felt, and stick it on, so I could like shove my own ear into that felt piece, and my ear wouldn't be visible. So I had like just 1 ear instead of 2, which is, or like 2 ears instead of 4. I think that's really important when you're cosplaying. So I had 2 ears. And what the next problem was, when I was looking forward, they would flop like bloop, if that makes sense. Usually they're like this, and then when I would lean forward, they would boop, go off. So what I did was I glued a piece of felt from the ear to the back, like somewhere like here on the wig. And then when I was going forward, these two things would stand like this, holding those ears in place. And to keep them from moving off here, I just glued them to my face. So that's like nice, right? And there is more. I have the teeth, and I got the zipper in, and the little thing here, and yeah, that was it for the hoodie, or the onesie. And another detail, I made the big zipper, or handle, big zipper handle thing. Is there a special name for it? I don't know. and he has a big zipper. And this is just 3 pieces of Durafoam. I will get closer. So there's this big rectangle where I just cut this thing out. And then there's this smaller rectangle, and then there is this little thing. So what I did, you can see it right here, I glued the bigger rectangle to the smaller rectangle, and then I took that little piece, which I snipped off like in an angle, to this and then to there. And on the back there is a safety pin, so I could put it right through the usual zipper, so it would be working, and I could take it off when I wanted to put the thing in the wash, in the laundry. In laundry. Wash is translated out of Dutch. So I could wash it. That's good English. Alright. So this is made out of Durafoam, which is awesome. And this little thing here is 3D. It's just, I took a ruler and a X-Acto knife and just made a little incision. And then when you heat it up, it would open up, which is nice. I just learned that from the internet. Thanks, internet. So that's what I did. And I put on 1 layer of wood glue and then directly painted on the silver paint and glazing it, which is nice, and it looked really good. So yay! So that was it for Gnar. Yeah, I'm going to sell Gnar soon, which is, I don't know if you wanted to hear that. I won 3rd prize in the Inside Gamer competition with Gnar, which was awesome, and it was a prize which I will never forget because it was Borderlands the Handsome collection. And maybe I'm even more happy with the I got a Battalion t-shirt. I love Battalion. So yeah, I'm going to cosplay Tiny Tina. It's like in me. No, just saying. I really loved the prize. Thank you, Inside Gamer. I really enjoyed competing, and it was really fun on stage. And you can see my acts on my channel. And until the next vlog, because I'm actually catching up. Yay! So if you have any questions, like usual, please comment them down below. And I try to do my best to reply to them in a good manner. So check you guys out later. Toodles!